Let's clear and ground the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to Arcana Universe. This is going to be Pisces, July 2025 energy forecast reading. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which sides you're on. So all of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all the content nicely organized there for you. So, but yeah, as mentioned, labels aside, if you're in here, it is no coincidence, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, dealing with the Pisces. It doesn't matter. If you're in here, it is no coincidence, okay? So what I'm seeing here, wow, disturbance. Anyway, so somebody here was wearing like a mask. I'm picking up on some sort of like lying energy, deceitful energy, and because somebody here was like playing games, um, it couldn't progress further, is what I'm seeing here. Somebody realized that they're just being like played, and they felt like their heart was being toyed with, and so somebody here was just like, no, I'm sorry, you can't just like come in and and toy with somebody here. So somebody here is just very guarded at this time. They feel like they really need to protect themselves from any liars, cheaters, deceitful energies. And so I see somebody here is trying to really like improve their situation, and especially when it comes to their finances, they're trying to either like make more, or they really want to focus on that because they feel like the person that they're meant to be with, like, they deserve the world. And so somebody here is very motivated to try and like better their financial circumstances, is what I'm seeing here. Like, oh, there's two actually. Yeah, somebody here, they have the soulful connection with somebody here, and so they want to give back. So somebody here is just kind of like saving up so they can spoil the person that they really adore, and have them like splurge in a sense. And so somebody here wants to kind of really like take care of somebody, is what I'm seeing here. Like, they want to be somebody's like provider, or I'm just getting like somebody wants to spoil somebody rotten. Like, they just want to like make them always like happy, and they feel like having that financial stability and abundance is going to help spoil. Yeah, somebody here is just, they don't want to be in anything toxic anymore. It's just like they really found somebody worth their time, and it's just like uh, somebody here really wants to see where things will go within this connection. And what I really like about the energy that this person is trying to um, redirect themselves with is is the other person is actually like very kind and like giving and generous. This is somebody that really, you can tell they are somebody of value, and that's one of the reasons why this energy really like fell for this person. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody here is just like, so when are we gonna get hitched? When are we gonna get married? I'm getting that song. Let's get married. Okay. Yeah, good bad. Okay, advice. What's the advice? What's gonna happen for this to happen? This is such beautiful energy. Yeah, look at that. So the advice here is there's a reason why, like, when this energy thinks about the person that they really have strong feelings for, there's a reason why their spirit lights up and somebody here feels motivated to kind of like wear their heart on their sleeve kind of thing, like be a little bit more uh, vulnerable. Okay, so somebody here really wants to open up their heart and be vulnerable with somebody, and even though it kind of goes against everything that they believe in, like somebody here is they're not the best communicator. It's just like they find themselves stopping themselves a lot because they actually think before they speak, and it's like, but they overthink things to the point where it's like they think about it so much just they can't say anything anymore because they overthought about it, and it's to the point where it's just like it's become like shackles. Like they want to be vulnerable, they want to be open, but because of some level of conditioning or stress and coping mechanisms that like they've built over the years to like help combat any stressors. But it's saying like, yeah, you know, it is not coincidence that somebody here feels this way. Like, not a lot of people are able to have these kinds of strong feelings and emotions. Like, I feel like, you know, whoever is feeling this, they really should honor it because, like, imagine, I'm getting like the one that got away. Like, do you want, I'm getting like somebody here, they really need to ask themselves, you know, if they're really like digging somebody like this to the point where they see a future like wedding bells and all of that, like if it's like to the point like this is like, and to not act upon it, to not like do something about it, that's why I keep getting shackles. It's like somebody here has become their own prisoner. And so, wow, you know, imagine having to live like this. This, what a burden. And so, so somebody here that it's in itself is also masking being deceptive of oneself, right? And others. Because somebody here is not able to fully express how they feel, etc., because they just don't want to get hurt. Okay? Yeah, it keeps talking about somebody here needs to vocalize. It's just like, what's the point of, like, it's like somebody has envisioned and and saw everything and felt everything like all up here, but then that's it. It just lives here. You know what I mean? Hello, Michael B. Welcome back. Oh, so kind. So, yeah. Let's. Okay, we'll do a. Should we do one more? Okay. Day is going well. Hope yours was good too. Okay, I'm gonna give an extra. Okay. Oh, hello, Donald. Wrote one more. I know, right? It's just like, yeah, I kept wanting to. It's just like, yeah. So, you guys are gonna get one more. An additional. Okay. So, let's see. What else does... Oh, someone here is pleased. So, what else? That's a lot. Oh, not a lot, but wow, look at that. If it's supposed to come out, it'll come out again. So, additional messages. Okay. Aries. I'm getting... Let's do one more. Yeah. Technically, this card did come back up again. Oh, remember this card? Yeah, somebody here is chatty. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting strong earth and water energies. Strong Virgo energies coming through. But regardless of the signs, as you guys know, I tap into the energy. So, but the energy that I'm picking up is somebody here is very like single. Okay, they're very single. They know their worth. They know their value, but they also have a very Okay, so this energy, they even though they may act all like, single or innocent or I don't know. I'm just kind of getting dual energy. Okay, one side seems like very like pleasant and nice and all of that, but behind closed doors, like I'm getting like kind of like a. Okay, I'm getting the word freaky. Okay, so somebody here is like, no, no, not two-faced, but you know that song, you know, late. What is it, lady on the streets, whatever. You know. Hello, Canada. Welcome back. So, yeah. So it's not, they do have. Yes, yes. Thank you for finishing the lyrics or what have you for me. But so somebody here, you know, they, even though they may act all like innocent, or they may be pure and innocent and all that, but it's like they do, you know, they are human and they do have like wants and needs, and like are passionate. Okay, they're very, they are looking. Okay, I will say that I do sense that energy. Like they're not totally like guarding themselves off when it comes to love. They're trying to see it like God will bring the right people or the right person into their life. Okay, like this is how this person thinks. They're like, you know, there are so many people in the world. You know, there's gotta be that one special person that's going to rise to the top. You know, they're the creme de la creme, the, you know, the best of the best. So they know, they haven't given up hope. Okay, so this person, even though they know their value, they know their worth, and they understand they do deserve better, and that they deserve somebody that deserve a lot of deserve deserves their love. Okay, so they're looking for somebody who deserves every aspect of them. You know, everything that they have worked so hard for, you know, everything that they enjoy, and that, you know, is, can they share that with the person that they have on their mind? Desserts. And so um, anyways, so so somebody here, they they're attracting a lot of people towards them, because somebody here is a catch. Okay, somebody here is a catch, and somebody here wants success with this individual. Okay, advice. Okay. All right, you ready? Okay. It's talking about how, like, this person can't say yes to everybody. They can't. Like literally, they can't. They can't say yes to everybody. They have to be very mindful of who they let in, because this is the type of person to like love hard. Okay? Oh, thank you for confirming, Michael B. Uh, yeah, somebody here has a tendency to like love hard, like without boundaries, like just like whatever's theirs is like the other like whoever they love, whoever they're all in with, it's just like they're one. And so imagine like, you know, multiple people are interested in this person. It They can't say yes to everybody. They can't. They literally can't. Because that's one too many energies. And it's like spreading themselves so thin to the point where it's just like, what's the point? You know, there's no, this energy is looking for longevity. They're looking for, oh, there's a car that is hidden behind here. Yeah. This person is looking for, you know, marriage, longevity, something monogamous. Like, that's ultimately what they want. And they feel like they can't help but feel like a lot of people that they're coming across, they're they don't think like that. They don't want monogamy, or they like to leave things messy and open ended, and and so they've been coming across duds. Okay, a lot of like, you know, people who act like they're worthy but they're not. And so somebody here is really being mindful of who they let in and who they don't let in. Okay, so but it keeps talking about rejection. So somebody here is, you know, worried, oh, you know, what if they you know, reject them and stuff like that. Well, obviously, you know, if the person who's wondering all of this, are they a good human being? First, this person needs to ask themselves that. Are they a good human being? Are they good? Are they grounded? Do they, when they love, is it fleeting or is it grounded, secure, safe? You know? So 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 the answer, okay, is already there. It's already a given. So if the person that knows that, you know, they're confident, they know that this person deserves somebody like them, you know, and if and on top of that there's physical chemistry too, it's just like, what? So somebody here, if they are truly somebody of value, you know, got their stuff together, knows their worth, you know, confident, like they really are, you know, so insecurities aside, you know, are they really somebody of worth? Are they really somebody of cash? And if so, then shouldn't somebody that, you know, they're connecting with, that they have a crush on, deserve somebody like that? Obviously, you know, if if this energy is not like that, if they're not ready for something long term, they're not on the same page, they, you know, they are not safe, they don't, you know, they don't feel secure, they're inconsistent, all of that, if they're just in and out, then obviously then they are not a match, they are not worthy of this other individual. But if this person is, you know, all the wonderful things that I've described, then maybe it is worth taking a chance. It is worth the fear of getting rejected, you know? We started out the reading with somebody here, like does somebody here just want to like wonder for the rest of their life, was that the person that got away? You know? Was that the one that got away because somebody here didn't even take a chance? Like, that is so sad, right? That is so sad. That is so sad. Hmm. So, you know, so somebody here really needs to know their value, okay, know their worth, and be confident, okay? Okay, if we get one more like, okay, hello Isa. If we get one more like, I'm gonna do all signs real quick. I'm gonna do all signs real quick, okay? But we gotta reach it in 10 seconds, okay? In 10. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's we feel free to keep liking the video, but we did reach one additional like, so okay, good one, Isa. Oh, that is so kind, you know. Oh yeah, Mike B is an Aries, nice. So yeah, for those of you who are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you would like to be notified of when I go live or post new content, don't forget to click on the notification bell, okay? Alright, a lot of cards already fell. We'll take these for Aries, okay? Quick messages. Aries. Wow. Okay, so this may be your energy or the person that you're dealing with. You'll know which side. But what I'm picking up here is that somebody here feels like they're dealing with a connection that is kind of a dead end. Okay, there's either a lot of stagnancy, uncertainties, not really sure. Like, just somebody here is just very unclear. But the thing, fortunately, is just that somebody here hasn't given up, though, fortunately. And yeah, it's like, even though, so I'm getting like, they have, somebody here has been played a lot, and it's almost like I'm getting like a celibate energy, where it's just like somebody here has just really retracted their energy and has been very mindful of who they spend their time with, because they understand that they are somebody of value and worth, and so they are holding out for the real thing, like true love. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Taurus. So Taurus. What I'm sensing here is that there's somebody here. It was like a friendship, but somebody here had the hots for them. It's kind of, I'm getting kind of like a forbidden kind of crush or something like that. So this okay, but it's weird because it's like, so this may be somebody that was kind of like, they were friends first or something like that, but then there may have been some sort of, like, there was like physical chemistry or something, and so somebody thought like the other person was attractive, but it could never be. It could never be. Why not? Oh, because sneaky behavior, like to act upon it, it would mean that somebody lied, cheated, was being dishonest, wasn't being fair. Like it's a forbidden thing. This is a forbidden thing. So, this can also be a warning for those of you who don't know exactly what I'm talking about, and if this person doesn't know what I'm talking about, you will know. You will know. This is undeniable. Okay, this is pretty. It's like it's forbidden, and obviously both parties knows this, and so it's just like to dare act upon it. That's like literally asking for a death sentence. Okay, so just that's how significant. Those were the words that wanted to be used. So this is definitely a warning for those who are like they know that it's not. If this is somebody's, you know, a, a friend's significant other, like some BS like that. You know, just be mindful. Okay. Gemini. So Gemini, what I'm picking up is metaphorically, right? Donald, metaphorically. It's like. Oh my gosh. So Geminis, what is going on here? Okay, so somebody here is there's an ending, okay? There's an ending. It's like somebody's spirituality, due to somebody's spirituality, their player like ways needed to stop. It's like divine intervention. God came in and God was just like, no, no. Somebody here was being like a player or like emotional cheater or something like that, or literal cheater. But somebody here was definitely like playing games, playing tactics. And then God came in and was just like, you know what, we're going to turn your world upside down and then see, how it feels and see, if you like being treated this way. Okay? So somebody here is suffering, okay? And it's they're being punished by God. And so and they know this. They know this. They're just like, oh, they're so in pain, so much agony, and then but they know exactly how they're paying for their sins. Like, okay. Anyways, cancers. Cancers. Just like I kind of felt bad just leaving Gemini's hanging like that, but it's just like, what do you want me to say? I said we're gonna be quick. Okay, Gemini's over. Just one card for you, because that was a little tense, right? Yeah. Yeah. Whoever was connecting with the Gemini portion, yeah, God is punishing, literally going bam, bam, bam. Oh, this is why karma, you guys, like, don't make God upset now. Okay. Okay. Cancers. Oh, cancers. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, so cancers, they are finally seeing things with a clear eye. Okay. They realize who the problems are. Okay, they realize like who's the problem and who's been tainted, like whose name has been tainted. So what I'm getting is somehow there's like gossip, or there's like he said, she said, like that kind of energy. But somebody here was able to truly see somebody's colors, and that the person who has been consistent, like their name is still good. Like they know, like deep down, that the person that is being like gossiped about, their name is actually clear. Like they've done nothing wrong. And so somebody here is just very mindful of who they believe, because intuitively they know like who was in the right and who was in the wrong. And so somebody here has a lot of love and respect for somebody who did the right thing even to the end. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Okay. Leo. Okay. So for Leo, what I'm getting is this energy, it's like there's a lot of fantasy energy that I'm picking up. So nothing is like a sure thing, but there's a lot of like options or choices, or just it's fantasy though. It's like nothing is like real. Nothing is concrete. And but the thing is, even though there's a lot of like options and choices, somebody here doesn't want any of it. Any of them. There's like one particular thing that they want but they can't have. And so you know, quantity wise, numbers wise, an outside person might look in and just be like, oh wow, this person might be abundant. But the thing is, I'm getting quantity over quality. And so it's kind of like, somebody here thinks that they got 10 gold coins, but they're 10 pennies, like that kind of energy. And so it's a fantasy thing. And the people that is actually of value, they're able to recognize other people who are of value. So somebody here is a phony, a fraud, and they feel like they can be seen through, just straight through, like a glass. And also something about decisions are never made by them. It's always made by somebody else. So somebody doesn't really have a control over their own life. Control over their own life and finances. Okay. Virgo. So for Virgo, I'm picking up on somebody who feels like sad, left out, unsure of where things will progress. There's a lot of like stagnancy, quiet time. Somebody here, they were dealing with somebody here that was very, I'm getting the word cruel, okay? This person, they thought very logically and not from the heart. So it was very businesslike. Okay, so I'm getting somebody here who was operating more in a professional business sense versus heart space. Okay, and this person, they're very manipulative. Okay, they're the type of person who will bend the truth to get what they want, even if it, means being straight up manipulative. Like they'll do it because they will profit off of it or they'll benefit from it in some shape or form. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Something about somebody's love is triggering a spiritual awakening. Like somebody's okay, I'm gonna move on because this is a whole can of worms that I'm picking up. It's just like I see two energies. One side needs to do a lot of work, but they're being triggered by the other person's energy because they operate out of love. But right now, this connection can't be because one side is still very toxic. Okay? Libra. Sure. Sure. Libra. So Libra, I'm picking up here that somebody here is fighting a new beginning. Okay, it's like somebody here wants to have a new beginning, wants to like have a new start, away from heartbreak and all of that, where it feels more honest. But because somebody you're still holding on to a hurt in the past, like they're not able to truly let the blessings and happiness in. Like I keep getting somebody here has been dealing with somebody that was very immature, who didn't know how to communicate, and instead like somebody just either like blocked somebody off or left somebody alone. Like somebody here just was not a great communicator, but it had to do with the fact that somebody was hurt. you know, like perhaps um, some truth came up, and then it really like broke somebody's heart here, and they realized that like they were wasting their time, and so, you know, I do get some sort of guarded energy. Okay, any advice? It's just like, just be mindful of who you're fighting off. Like, obviously, if they don't have good intentions and like they're actually bad or mean and all of that, then yeah, fight them off. But if they have been nothing but nice, and you know, they're trying to build trust and earn your trust, etc., then it's just like, you know, maybe those aren't the energies that you should be fighting off, right? Scorpio. So Scorpio is connecting with somebody that is like high value, like very, very high value. And you know, like you may not know, like this energy may not know a lot about this other person, like, but they may not know like what they do or how much they make or what's going on in their life, but it doesn't matter because like this person that they're connecting with, like they're just oozing with like confidence and groundedness and security, and so it's just like no matter what is going on in this person's life, it's always going to work out. It's always going to, there's always going to be like, they'll find a way to make it work because they have, somebody here has like survival instincts. Like they're very good at, you know, when to stay and when to leave, you know, who to invest in and who, like they're able to see like who's fake and who's real. And so somebody here is trying to let go of any sneaky behaviors. Okay, somebody here realizes that like whoever they're dealing with, they're somebody of worth, and they don't tolerate BS. Like they'll know if somebody's lying. So I'm getting here, somebody did used to have a tendency to lie or play or, you know, use tactics, etc. But because they have found somebody that is worth, you know, not playing games with, like they really want to let go of that uh, bachelor or bachelorette mindset. Somebody here is just like, the other person really makes them want to be a better person. Like they wanna, somebody here wants to grow up and come together and build some sort of teamwork. Somebody here is impressed. Okay, they're impressed. They feel like if they go all in, like it's a sure thing. Dang. Dang. I felt the confidence here. I felt the confidence. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius. I am getting like somebody here, they all they really want is to be in something committed and monogamous. Like somebody here, like that's really just all they want. They just want to be in a partnership where they can just give them the world, and they're not gonna just take but reciprocate. Like this is, this is all this energy has been wishing for and wanting, and they've been dragged through the mud, like this energy, because that's not what they have been receiving, you know. It's far from it. They've been receiving crumbs, you know. And so it's saying if somebody here found somebody that makes them happy, that, you know, they really reciprocate, it's just to go into it with confidence, okay? Instead of like focusing so much on what had happened in the past, you know, how like past people may have like hurt this person, but it's saying somebody here is really connecting with somebody that is really fair and that cares. And you can tell they always try to do the right thing. And so somebody here is really like falling for that, and the more that they associate with this energy and spend time with them, they feel more confident. Any advice? So, you know, I see a lot of like good times, happy times. So it's like, don't let the past trauma hinder connections that brings nothing but happiness and joy. Okay? It's really talking about not holding on to past hurts and trauma. Because it's like somebody's wish is coming true. Like they really wanted somebody that they can be monogamous with and have something long term. It's here. It's like it's pretty much here. Okay. Capricorn. So for Capricorn, it's kind of giving off like somebody here has it all. Like they have it all. They have support. They have like the family, emotional support, and all of that. But somebody, for them, it's not enough, and that is so sad to see, because you know when somebody starts feeling this way, where it's like they have everything in the world, but they still feel lack and they feel like it's not enough, at that point it's like there's something wrong with them. Okay, I'm just a messenger. Okay, I'm just relaying the message. Okay, it's like somebody here is like living in denial. Like that's when you know like something is wrong, where it's like they have nothing to complain about. They have somebody that they love. They're so supported, yet they still don't feel enough. And I do sense here like somebody here has like a wandering eye. And it's a secret. Okay, like they, and that's the lie. That's the lie that has been. So it's like, you know, when somebody here is taking actions, doing this, pretending to be happy when they're not, and as a result they jeopardize connections and be in risky situations and pretend to be somebody that they're not. It's just somebody here needs healing. Okay. So I'm getting like somebody here is being irresponsible, okay, and they're not taking responsibility because there's something about the distance. So somebody here may either be like doing long distance, or they don't see their significant other enough, or something like that. But it's like even if they're in the same room, they could feel like they're oceans apart. Like it's some weird thing like that. It's just like somebody here doesn't feel like it's enough. And it could be an immaturity thing, okay? Like, yeah, it's an immaturity thing. Okay, I'll move on. Pisces, no, Aquarius. Aquarius. So Aquarius has their eye on somebody here that they feel like is very good looking. Okay, and there's something about this person's energy that is very like, I'm getting like sweet or nice or cordial or getting happy. Okay, there's some sort of like childlike innocence about this energy that I'm picking up. And it inspires the other individual to want to be like a provider for them. Like I'm getting kind of like I'm getting I'm getting somebody wants to be like somebody's daddy or something. I don't know. Like they want to be somebody's like daddy. Somebody here wants to be somebody's daddy. But like in a romantic sense, you know what I mean? So I see here there could be some sort of age gap. So somebody here may be like older, or they have like old soul energy, like that kind of like they like to be mature. But it also has to do with the fact they have control issues, I will say. Okay, oh, try to get away with me on here. And, you know, somebody here try to play it off like, no, it's a maturity thing. But no, I see it. It's a control thing, too. So somebody here has a track record of, I know, somebody here. Like I'm exposing all their secrets now. But well, I like to share all sides, right? I like to share all sides. So I will say, even so, yes, there is a part of it has to do with the control thing, but at the same time, it also is because this person feels like they have a lot of world life experiences where they feel like they can be protective, and it's more for, you know, they also want to be there as like a security thing, like they want to, they feel like they want to protect, and that, yeah, I do get an underlining energy of somebody here just likes to be protective as well. um but they can't help but feel like the person that this energy is connecting with or admiring, they have other people who are interested, and somebody here is like a little like butt hurt. They're like, oh, because again, like they want this person all to themselves. They don't. Somebody here doesn't want to share. But it's kind of like, you know, this person has a lot of like love to give, and at the end of the day, they're not like together. You know, somebody here is just kind of more or less like behind the scenes. And so, under these circumstances, I don't really see this connection going like in a very fast pace. Even though there is like, you know, action and momentum that wants to be taken place, at the end of the day, because somebody here is not having a one-on-one connection with them, they at this time they just kind of feel like, what can they do, what can they do, and so they're just gonna, yeah, their hands are tied, there's nothing they can do, and so they're just kind of seeing, you know, how this will progress, but they're not really like going all in or anything like that. They're just kind of taking their time and seeing where it goes. Okay, Pisces. Look at you. There you are. What odds? Oh. Look at that. So, there's Pisces all over it. The bottom of the deck. Look at that. Okay. So what I get here is somebody here has a tendency to like overthink things to the point where it becomes exhausting. It's just like they crawl into bed and they're wondering, why am I so exhausted? And it's because they've been overthinking things. Like it's just they they're just daydreaming like astronauts, like, you know, they're just so off into their daydreams, and they get lost, and they get and they exhaust themselves. They went on a 5D trip. They didn't even know they did that. So it's just kind of like I'm getting somebody here is just tired, and because I do see they they're able, somebody here is able to see and feel multiple outcomes. It's kind of giving off like Doctor Strange vibes, you know, like, you know, if things go this way, this will happen. Then if things go that way, this might happen. And so somebody here is replaying these possibilities in their mind, and they're just exhausting themselves, okay? And so, and the reason why this has become such an important subject to think about is because somebody has love, commitment, higher level of commitment, you know, marriage, like that kind of energy. Like that's heavily on their mind. And so when they're awake, they're thinking. When they're asleep, they're thinking. When they're, you know, unconscious, daydreaming, all of that, they're thinking about it. It's just like they're living and breathing it. And but the thing is, somebody here is exhausted and they didn't really even take action. It's just all here. And it's become so exhausting. And so, advice. I mean, I think it goes without saying. It's just like try not to overthink things. Try not to be so in your mind to the point where you're just playing things over and over and over again. And there's a difference. If, you know, somebody here is thinking just positive thoughts, you know, that may be, you know, very optimistic and joy and possibly even, you know, joyous, like happy. But if somebody is mixing it up with like fear and rejection and like you know, all of that, then it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be draining. And so God is saying it's like don't let it keeps saying like don't let a good thing pass you by. It's just like take action, because somebody here has a tendency to live in regret. Okay, so what that tells me is like there are some things that they wish they would have had done differently, or they wish that they said something, or what have you. And it's like, and this is like one of those moments where it's like, if you don't, yeah, somebody's higher self is like, if you don't say anything, then you're going to live on for the rest of your life thinking, oh my gosh, this is the person, the one that got away. Or even if it, you know, was just like a person like they were wondering about, like how would they know if nothing is said, no action is taken, and somebody like gives up before something progresses, you know? Okay. I mean, fortunately, I see here it's gonna be a challenge, but I do sense that somebody is going to say something, or they're going to do something, or that's the plan. Somebody here is inspired to take action. And God is giving the thumbs up, okay? So if somebody here, because like at the end of the day, it's like just the stress of living in regret is gonna be what gets you. Okay, so it's just like it's saying even if it doesn't go, let me see. Okay, it's saying every new beginning is a risk. Is a risk. Every new beginning is a risk, right? It's a gamble. So it's saying, take a chance. Take a chance. What do you got to lose? Because it's saying you will miss all the shots you don't take. So, okay, straightforward, guys. Straightforward. Okay, is there anything else you want me to do? Okay, we're gonna do one final one. Oh my gosh, it must be your lucky day, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna bring back The spinny spin. Who remembers the spinny spin? Okay. Yeah, we'll do the spinny spin. Alright. Ready? Spinny spin. Okay. So let's see what we have here. And a 1 and a 2 and a career. Okay, somebody here wants to know about their career. So let's do it. Career. Career messages. What? So many. We'll take it, I guess. Oh, okay. Look at that. Career message. I mean, it's looking very good, actually. Okay, let's see what we have here, though. Okay, 2 more. Okay, so career message is talking about there's some sort of like support system. Okay, so I am picking up perhaps like finances was very restrictive, or like it almost felt like somebody here was kind of living like paycheck to paycheck, or like I don't know. I'm picking up on some sort of like struggle. Okay, that had happened, and it may have been due to the fact that there was some sort of like premature kind of ending or severing of ties or etc. But even if the finances or like the career movement was stagnant, or it was cut abruptly or shortly, or it's just it felt like a dead end, I do sense that there was still this like level of support that somebody here, didn't feel like they were fully doing things on their own. Like they were still being supported. Um, okay, that's good. But then, so there is just something about, so it's talking about somebody who was like introduced, or it was like a friend of a friend, or like a colleague of a colleague, that kind of thing, and somebody was introduced, but somebody, instead of sticking to it in a career aspect, somebody decided to turn it into a romantic one, and that is the downfall of it. Okay, so somebody here, if somebody here is just really trying to emphasize it as like a business opportunity, or just wants to expand and is doing it strictly for business, then be honest about it, and say, this is strictly for business. But somebody here kind of blurred the lines, and also add some sort of flirtatiousness or some sort of emotion, like there was some underlining emotions behind it. And so it's saying be careful with that, because then that's not being honest with somebody's intentions, right? Somebody here wasn't being honest about their intentions. And so it's saying, don't let, if it's going to be business, keep it business. Don't make it weird, or don't make it like more than it is, because then that is just somebody fantasizing something when the feeling isn't mutual. Like somebody here it was just being nice. And the final like career message that I'm picking up is due to somebody's spiritual connection, you know, with their higher self, with God, like because they're being karmically good. I have this sneeze. Because they're being karmically good, they're being blessed. Okay. And so it's talking about how if somebody here has been, you know, putting in the hours, putting in the hard work, and even though they may not see like a huge difference in within their investment, so to speak, like they don't see a lot of rewards right away, but I do sense here that it's just like they're putting in the seeds, they're putting in the work and hours, and it is going to manifest and it's going to blossom and bring in a lot of happiness and abundance here. And so it's saying like keep the faith going. It just needs some time, but it's like everything that has been laid out and has been placed, it is manifesting, it is working in this energy's favor. So that's great. Anything else? It's going to be very busy. I do sense that. It's going to be very busy. And something about I'm getting a lot of there may be like some opportunities that comes from like referrals, like if somebody, like if a family referred somebody, that's going to be helpful. That may also like bring in like clients or something about like word of mouth. It's saying just be honest, okay? Try your best to be honest. Yeah. It just keeps saying just be honest. Like don't try to like, you know, lie or like hide stuff. It's just because they just want to know like if you're a good fit, you know. They just want to know if you're a good fit. That's the main thing. So it's just like don't waste each other's times. Yeah. Okay. That's good, right? That's good. Yeah. Night. Just kidding. All right. Oh, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like, you know, I'm glad I was able to do Pisces and collective in a sense. And so it wasn't just the Pisces only. That's great. Oh, so what did we learn today? Okay. Honesty. Okay, let's be honest. Anyways. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good one.